Welcome to 30 Minutes of Madness. It's your girl Millie Maddness here on QBC TV 22. And I'm here with a very special guest. Actually, two special guests today. I'm so excited to introduce the Team Cole Project founder, Mr. Chris Hanna, and Cole, the deaf dog. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Hey. So, I am just like, wow, I've heard so many great things everywhere I go, and I'm so excited to get started. So,
thank you for having us.
Tell us, how did you get started with this whole project?
It's still all kind of very surreal. I adopted Cole a little over 2 years ago from the South Jersey Regional Animal Shelter here in Vineland, and when I realized that I wanted to adopt another dog in my life, I went onto their website and I saw a dog that said special needs, and I honestly never thought about it. And then I clicked on the special need, and it happened to be that he was deaf, which kind of, it hit a very special nerve in me because I have a deaf nephew who was 11 years old, and I immediately thought of him. And the bond that the two of them instantly created was adorable.
I can imagine.
And then some really wonderful things started to happen for us, and you know, the whole story kind of starts with a comic book. My students at my school, I brought Cole in and I gave them the idea of a comic book or a storybook that I wanted to write, and I asked for some ideas and some input, and they had so many like awesome ideas that I actually asked them to help me write it. So then in my class at Menny's Elementary School in Vineland, I'm the music teacher, so I see the entire school, over 600 kids every week. And I started brainstorming with 5th grade, and then it started with 4th grade, and then I added 3rd grade and 2nd grade, and I just started mixing all these crazy ideas together. And it turned into a comic book. And it
Wow.
it was all to raise money for, we're going to sell the comic book to raise money for the SPCA, the South Jersey Regional Animal Shelter, because Cole was a member of their Dog of the Year contest last year. So the winner gets the dog that raises the most money wins. So we wanted a unique way of raising money, so we had this comic book printed, and so many copies were donated, and it kind of became the catalyst for our story.
Wow, that is so amazing. And how did you get, so basically when you saw Cole, you were connected to him, you saw his disability, that didn't stop you. And since then, I mean, how long has it been that you and Cole have been partners in crime?
It's funny because actually the day that I brought Cole home, I actually left work a little bit early, and under the agreement from my principal that I would bring him back for everybody to meet him. Because by that point, I actually did a school-wide vote for his name. All my students actually, so he was an integral part of the school family from the get-go. So the day that I picked him up, we stopped back at school on the way home, and we were greeted with a whole lobby full of teachers and students, like waiting for him to walk in. So he was immediately just surrounded by his school family, that I call it. So later on that year, towards the end of the school year, I would bring him in, and he was a puppy, but I started to see something like really special with my students, like their compassion for the fact that he was deaf. Not everyone is exposed to special needs. So when I started to see their compassion through the eyes of a dog, I started to think, well, maybe we have something here that we can kind of work on. So that following school year is when we did the comic book, and Deb Marco from the Daily Journal came in and she covered the story, and we're so grateful because she's been the catalyst of our following and our popularity with Cole. When she did that story, and then the story went national.
Nice. I love Deb.
Yeah, and you know, we made USA Today and U.S. News and World Reports, and every time we Googled it, it was just more and more and more. And you know, we never ever even imagined it. You know, so it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
Wow, and that's really amazing. I think that you know, it's definitely something special about him The kids love him. I went to an event and I saw the love that the kids have for him, and I'm thinking like, wow, what a journey his life has been from, you know, being in the SPCA to being just flooded with so much love. Like,
yeah, he's a special guy. He is.
What has been that you feel some of the barriers? Has there been, you know, anything that you feel like has been like kind of a hard?
Part of when we travel to schools in the tri-state area, doing assemblies about acceptance, which is our main message of the Team Cole project. But part of what we talk about is acceptance of those that are different, whether it is a child or if it's a dog. So, so many families didn't want to adopt him because of the amount of work that it takes to train a deaf dog. So then, after we adopted him, and we realized that he's something very special around children, so we wanted him to become a therapy dog. But even that journey had its barriers, partially because of his breed. He is a pit bull mix, but mainly because of his disability, the testing that you have to go through and the skills that he has to be able to do. And there was a lot of doubt that he would be able to do the skills that he needed to do because he can't hear me. He can't hear me talk to him. But, you know, Cole doesn't take his eyes off of me. He never has since the day he came home. He's glued to my hands. He's glued to my eyes. He knows exactly what I want him to do. So we've had some issues with, you know, the breed, his disability, which isn't a disability. It's an ability. You know, it's just in a different way. And that's something we really try to tell our students. You know, if there's something that's holding you back, it doesn't mean it's going to stop you. It just means it's another barrier that you need to persevere through and to get above and beyond it. And you can do it. You know, we use Cole as an example all the time.
Oh, that is so awesome. And tell me some of the highlights in Cole's career or life.
I think we have so many that we've been blessed that this has happened. Right after this story came out, and it went national in 2018, there was a school in Swedesboro that actually contacted the reporter, Deb Marco, and then she put them in touch with us directly. And they have a young boy that had cochlear implants, like my nephew, he was born deaf, but he had the cochlear implants, and he was having a tough time adjusting. This little boy, Gio. And they asked if we would come to their school. Now, we had never done a school assembly before. It was all very new. And it was our very first assembly. And we were greeted with these amazing open arms from the whole school population. You know, we walk in, there's banners made that the kids all made. There are T-shirts that the kids had, you know, the faculty had made with Cole's picture on it, and we realized that we're onto something very special. As far as
much bigger than you could imagine.
So to see that little boy, the highlight and the way that his eyes lit up because he realized that he's not different than everybody else. It was like a spark for him. And then not long after that, we received like emails from the teachers saying that they noticed such a huge difference in this little boy just because of the story of a dog, and my nephew was able to inspire him, to make him realize that he's not any different than anybody else. You know, so that was probably one of the biggest, that was, you know, our motivating factor.
Yes.
We realized we need to get out in schools. We need to talk about our story, you know. Another one is we volunteer weekly at the New Jersey Veterans Memorial Home. And we went to a banquet a couple months ago, and they actually presented us with a plaque saying that he is the official mascot of the Veterans Memorial Home.
Wow.
Which the best part is like the residents are the ones who rallied for that to happen.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it's genuine.
Yeah,
as can be.
It really was. And then we had the Phillies All-Star thing that happened a couple months ago.
Yes, tell me a little bit about that.
I had no idea what was going on. All of a sudden there was an announcement made in my school at the end of the day saying that Cole and I were selected as a Phillies All-Star teacher. out of like hundreds of nominees.
Oh, wow.
We were nominated by Mrs. O'Donnell, one of our guidance counselors at school.
Wow.
And we got to go onto the field. We danced on the dugout, but we had a whole pregame ceremony on the field, and it was the most amazing experience. He was on the Jumbotron like 7 times throughout the game. You know, he got to meet the Philly fanatic so many times.
Wow.
So it was a dream come true, you know, for me as a lifelong
Yes.
Phillies fan.
Isn't that something how you made his dream come true, and in return he's made your dream come true?
That's exactly how the whole thing's happened.
That is so amazing. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, I want to take a commercial break before I get emotional.
Absolutely.
We'll be back on 30 Minutes of Madness. It's your girl, Millie Maddness here. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to find out more about what's going on with Cole. See you soon.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Hi, this is Ben Laurie from Ben's ProServe. Are you looking to save money on your utility bills? As one of South Jersey's sources for the New Jersey Clean Energy Program, we can install insulation and an efficient heating and air conditioning system for you with up to $4,000 in rebates and up to $10,000 in 0% financing to help you save even more. Call us today at 856-500-3222 or visit besttocallben.com.
We insure the unexpected. Beyond the Insurance, 696-0700.
Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer has everything you need to keep your livestock happy and healthy. They've got food, medications, grooming supplies, treats, and toys for animals of all sizes. For indoor pets or outdoor pasture, Cedar Lane Feeds has you covered. Farmers, be sure to stop by on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. for their weekly livestock auction. Cedar Lane Feeds is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer.
Welcome back to 30 Minutes of Madness. It's your girl here, Millie Maddness, on QVC TV 22. And I'm here with 2 really special guests. So, thank you again for coming on the show. And something that I wanted to touch up on is how has it been for him adjusting to so many people? Does he have his moments where he gets irritated? Can you tell?
He absolutely. I think he actually thrives on people, on strangers. Yeah. He really does. Like some of the assemblies that we've done, we've had up to 1,000 people staring at him in one auditorium at a time, and it's almost like nothing phases him. Even in small groups with little children, because we volunteer for different, local organizations and stuff, and he's obviously had his tail pulled or stepped on, or their hands get too close to his eyes, and but whenever he's around little kids, he's trained to just lay down, and he does. He instantly just lays down to make them feel at ease. There was a time when we first started visiting the veterans home that we were standing in the hallway, and a lady in a wheelchair ran over his foot and his tail. And but the funny part is he actually stood up. He didn't yelp anything. He just stood up and followed her all the way to her room. And like literally escorted her into her room. And he just thrives on people and making people feel happy. I can't speak for him, but his body language, he's had some things happen from people and strangers, and it doesn't faze him in the least bit.
Wow. And because I could imagine being that he's around children alike, gets his tail pulled and all of that. So if it's kind of how he reacts to that. But he just seems so passive. He's just always so chill.
He has a work mode. He knows when he has to put work mode on.
Yeah.
Especially when he was with a lot of kids. And he just knows how to turn it on. We put him in a super suit and capes and goggles, and we do these school assemblies, and he just walks out and does his thing, and
loves it.
He really does.
He loves it.
And he can sleep
He's a
anywhere.
natural born star.
He is.
So tell me, what are some of your, where do you plan on going from here with him?
We're hoping that we can, one, break down the barriers of the special needs discrimination and different mindsets of people, young and old. But we hope to be able to continue spreading our message, to get out into schools, starting with the youth, and continue, our volunteering with the veterans home. That is a very important place to us. He gets so excited when he knows the turn pattern, so he pops up and I'm here, I'm ready to go to work. And he visits almost 300 residents every Tuesday there, and then at school we see 600 kids a day.
Wow.
So we want to continue doing that and get into more schools and have, create the conversations with children about, about accepting those that might be just a little bit different, because we live in a day and age of people are so easily judged by their peers, by people that they call friends. Our faces are in phones or in tablets, and it's easy to just comment, but face-to-face is another thing. So if we can give kids confidence to think of Cole's story during their struggles, or to believe in themselves just a little bit more, and every few days you hear something from a kid, whether they wanted me to hear it or not, they reference Cole and they reference his, he wants me to accept him the way he is, and I want you to do the same thing. And sometimes you just hear little things that it makes all the hard work worth it. It really does. And he's going to be a hospice dog. We're going to be visiting hospice patients to as one more notch on our things to do. So we're just hoping that we can get more of the world to see his story, because people will listen through the eyes of a dog. We can have this conversation as humans, and people aren't as receptive. But when you tell our story through the eyes of a little furry creature, they're more willing to put two and two together and to really accept it for what the mission is. Did you fall asleep on me? Yes, you did. So. I heard a little snore. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, man. So, I mean, you work at the school, you travel with Cole, you're going everywhere, and you're spreading the message. What other things do you do? You're in the music as well?
I work for a BME event group. I'm a DJ.
Wow.
I go to weddings on the weekends. So we're busy.
Yeah.
We're on the go pretty much 7 days a week.
Wow, definitely. So if someone wants to reach out to you for either coal or an event, you know, to DJ or something, how can people get a hold of you and Cole?
You can follow us on our social media. We have Instagram at Cole the Deaf Dog, or Facebook, Cole the Deaf Dog, the Team Cole Project. We have a YouTube account as well at Cole the Deaf Dog. But you can message us through there, or we have an email address, cole@vineland.org.
Cole, say that again?
Cole@vineland.org.
Vineland.org. Wow.
So if you want to reach out and try to set up a school assembly or a visit for, you know, we do youth groups. We did the YMCA program just last week. You know, anywhere we can help out and spread our message.
Nice, nice. Okay, great. So that is like such an inspiring story. I really, you know, feel that he's just made such a big impact so far in the community. So I thank you so much for all that you do and all that Cole does. And I mean, I can't wait, and I'm excited to see what's next for you guys in your journey.
I actually brought you a Team Cole Project T-shirt.
Oh.
So you can have one. It's our Deaf Dogs Rock on the back.
Oh,
and
yes,
his little
I
superhero logo on the front.
Oh my God, thank you.
Because we're going to have a coloring book coming out soon.
Check this out. I love it. Oh, you caught me off guard. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
That's super awesome. And hey, look at this. We have someone.
You have one of Cole's favorite treats.
We have someone that wants to meet Cole. Okay, well, he's camera shy, but I mean, the kids are just showing up and banging on my door right now, wanting to meet Cole.
When they know Cole's around.
We're going to wrap it up because Cole has his fans waiting for him out there.
Seems to be.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's your girl Millie Maddness here on 30 Minutes of Madness on QVC TV 22, where we're literally in the madhouse, so anything can happen. So thank you so much for tuning in, and please support, go to social media, check them out, reach out, and share the story. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll see you soon.
County Improvement Authority is here to help all of us to enjoy the rich, rural landscapes where we live. Follow the leader and reach for paper bags or bags made from cloth to hold groceries and shopping items. Together with the CCIA, we can all begin to change the plastic pollution to the bags from natural materials solution. The Cumberland County Improvement Authority is a great partner to help us all turn away from using plastic bags to living as New Jersey coastal dwellers who prefer our beaches and waterways to be plastic-free. Visit the Cumberland County Improvement Authority online at ccia-net.com for tips on the ways we can all make to move away from plastic.
You desire only the best, and when it comes to the best, dreams start here. Get your real estate license today at Elite Advantage Real Estate Academy, making dreams reality.
Gary's Landscaping, one cut above the rest. For heavy-duty jobs to small lawns, Gary's got you covered. From brush hauls to big overalls, leaf removal in the fall, snow removal in the winter, Gary's Landscaping is your choice for all. No yards too big or too small, Gary can handle them all. Give him a call at 856-305-3574. And remember, Gary's Landscaping, one cut above the rest.
The Levoy Theater is celebrating its 6th anniversary in the heart of Millville's downtown arts district. This year, we invite you to discover our season of your favorite Broadway-style productions. Subscriptions are available now, and if you call or go online today, this whole season can be yours to enjoy with your family and friends. The Levoy Theater, where community and the arts come together.
You desire only the best, and when it comes to the best, dreams start here. Get your real estate license today at Elite Advantage Real Estate Academy, making dreams reality.
Gary's Landscaping, one cut above the rest. For heavy-duty jobs to small lawns, Gary's got you covered. From brush hauls to big overalls, leaf removal in the fall, snow removal in the winter, Gary's Landscaping is your choice for all. No yards too big or too small, Gary can handle them all. Give him a call at 856-305-3574. And remember, Gary's Landscaping, one cut above the rest.
The Levoy Theater is celebrating its 6th anniversary in the heart of Millville's downtown arts district. This year, we invite you to discover our season of your favorite Broadway-style productions. Subscriptions are available now, and if you call or go online today, this whole season can be yours to enjoy with your family and friends. The Levoy Theater, where community and the arts come together.